Low-cost home ownership. If you're a single person, a couple or a family, have a combined household income of less than £60,000 and do not currently own a property, you may be eligible to buy an affordable home in Bath and North East Somerset. It doesn't matter how old you are or if you've owned a home previously. You just need to be able to get a mortgage, have a local connection to Bath and North East Somerset by either living here now, having lived here for 6 months out of the last 12 or 3 out of the last 5 years, or by having permanent employment here. If a property has been delivered with government funding, you can have a household income of up to £80,000 with no local connection to Bath and North East Somerset and still be eligible. Sometimes people can buy an affordable home even if they are property owners, as long as they give up any legal interest in the property before they complete on their new purchase. There are 2 main options for finding an affordable home to buy in Bath and North East Somerset: shared ownership with a housing association, discounted market sale from a developer. For a shared ownership property, you buy a share of the house, typically 40%, and then pay an affordable rent on the rest of the house to a housing association. You can buy more shares in your new home, usually until you own the freehold of the property. Housing associations will advertise shared ownership opportunities through Help to Buy South and through the council's Home Search Register. These may be new build homes or people reselling existing shared ownership properties. Here's an example of how it might work. For a property costing £160,000, you buy 40% for £64,000. You would usually do this by getting a mortgage and would normally need a deposit of between 5 and 10%, so in this case, £3,200 to £6,400. The housing association would then own the rest of the property and rent this to you. Typically for a property like this, it would be around £220 per month. There will also be other costs charged by the housing association to cover buildings insurance, service and management charges. You should take these into account when seeing how much you can afford to pay each month for your new home. For a discounted market sale, a developer will sell you one of their market homes at a discount, usually of 25 to 35% of its value. There is no rent to be paid on the remaining share and you will own the freehold of your home. You just have to sell the property at the discounted rate when you move on. Your share would usually be paid for with a mortgage, and typically you would need at least a 5% deposit, but a 10% deposit is usually recommended. There may be monthly service charges to pay on your new home. For both schemes, there are eligibility and affordability criteria to help make sure you can afford to buy a property this way. Your home would be at risk if you didn't pay your mortgage or rent. For both schemes, you would also need to cover the legal fees of buying the property. The schemes are both very flexible, and the final terms of your purchase may depend upon your financial situation. Affordable home ownership opportunities exist for all types of homes, from terraced and semi-detached houses to flats and apartments, and even homes for older people. If you'd like to know more about affordable home ownership in Bath and North East Somerset, visit the council website. So if you think you can't afford to buy a home, think again.